Hello everyone. So we have learned about operators. So now in this video we will check about operator precedence. Operator precedence means which operator has to evaluate it first. If we have in a given expression there are so many operators, then compiler evaluate which operator first. So first we will check operator precedence, some rule for operator precedence, and then we will have some practice problems also. So precedence of operator is according to the BODMAS rule. BODMAS rule says that first we have to evaluate bracket. If in an expression there are so many operators, then brackets will be evaluated first. After that division, bracket of means powers or order. First bracket, then powers or orders, then D means division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtractions. So bracket will have the highest precedence and have to be evaluated first, then comes of, multiplication, division, and there are some rules also. So let's check the rules. So let's say rules for evaluations are: first parenthesis will be evaluated. Like for example, first rule is we will evaluate parenthesis first. If we have so many things, then we will evaluate parenthesis first. And parenthesis also, you have, for example, you have more than one parenthesis. Parenthesis means you have more than one bracket. Like for example, A is equal to 5 plus 6 asterisk 7 plus 8, and both are in brackets. So first brackets will be evaluated, then multiplication sign, and then which bracket will be evaluated first? It will be evaluated from left to right. So this, and then this one. If parentheses are nested, nested means if we have brackets inside the bracket. So innermost bracket will be evaluated first, then it comes to the outermost. The precedence rule is applied in determining the order of application of operator and evaluating the sub expressions also, like expression and expression inside expression. So the associativity rule is applied when two or more operators of the same precedence level appear in the sub expression. Like for example, multiplication and multiplication. So then it will go to the from left to right. Arithmetic expressions are always evaluated from left to right. And when parentheses are used, the expression within the parentheses assume highest priority. For example, let's say division is higher priority than multiplication. But if multiplication is in parentheses, so because brackets have the highest precedence, so this bracket should be evaluated first. Next, we will check about the rule of precedence of operators. So the precedence rule says, okay, just a minute. So this is precedence of operator. For example, not, plus, minus. If we are talking about unary operators, then unary operators will be evaluated first, then multiplication, division, and modulus operators second, then plus and minus third, then relational operators are fourth precedence, then these are your again equal to and not equal to relational operators, they are fifth, then and is sixth, or seventh if these are all are, and last precedence is for assignment operator. So for example, no matter how many operators we have, this assignment operator will be evaluated at the end, the value of A to be assigned at the end. So this is the precedence of operators. Check, I have write some problems, so let's discuss about these problems. So for example, we have this n is equal to minus 2 and then Cout minus n. So let's check what will be the output of this problem, because n is equal to minus 2, because n is equal to minus 2. So it means when I write Cout minus n, so it means minus 2, and then output will be 2. So let's check it on Visual Studio. This is so here I write n is equal to minus 2 and Cout minus n. Let's run this. So output should be 2, because I am printing minus n. So n is already equal to minus 2. So it will minus minus 2 and answer will be 2. Now let's check for the next problem. So next problem says, if a is equal to b, here are two variables a and b. So a and b is equal to 3. b has given one value that is equal to 3. Now we have one character char c is equal to a. So this variable c is equal to capital A. So we all know that what is the integer value of capital A, that is 65, and characters are of integer type. So we can write like this expression, a is equal to b plus c. So it means because a is integer, so it will automatically take the integer value of character capital A, that is 65. So a becomes 68. So now output will be 68. So this is a simple question. Let's try it on Visual Studio. It here. Let's erase everything. So have variable a and b is equal to 3, and then we have a character variable capital A which is equivalent to integer number 65. So a is equal to b plus c, and when we will see out a, it will gives us 65 plus 3, that should be 68. Let's check it here. So you can see answer is 68. So this is, so that's why I write some practice problem for you people. Now let's move to the third one. So third one says, we have one variable a, and a is equal to, we didn't give any value to a. Okay, so here we have one variable a. Then we want to see out 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3. So here we see that both 1 and 3 are integer number. So it will do the integer division. So it means here will be 1 upon 3 is 0 and 1 upon 3 is again 0, because it integer division takes quotient. So it is 0 now. Now here 1 upon 1.0 upon 3.0. So it means both 1 and 3 are floating point number. So it will do floating point division, real number division. So it will be 0.333, 1 upon 3, then plus 0.333. So it means the output will be something 0.6666, or otherwise it will give you 0.667. And then a is equal to 15 upon 10.0 plus 3 upon 2. So if I have already told you, if any of one of them is a floating point number, then division will be according to floating point. So first assignment operator has last precedence. So it will assign the value to a at the end. So now 15 upon 10.0 will be 1.5. And because both 3 and 2 are integer, the answer will be 1 here. So here a is equal to 1.5 plus 2.5. But what is a? A is of type integer. Because a is of type integer, that's why compiler will print only integer value of a, that is 2. So now here in this program, output is going to be 2. So let's check it. So let's check it on Visual Studio. So let's say the code is this one. So our answer should be 2. So let's check it here. When I run this program, what is the error here? So let's write it inside bracket. Here should be plus. Okay, because this should be not be end line because we are okay. So the actually I write here something wrong. It should not be end line because we are printing a at the end. So let's check it here now. Here should be a semicolon. Now let's check the output of this program. It should be 2. So see, first output is 0, then 0.66667 and then A is 2. So first output is 0, then 0.667, then A is 2. So this is how compiler is going to calculate the values. Now let's move to the next problem. So next is, we have 3 variables, x is equal to 6, y is equal to 5 and z is equal to 7. So now first is a, and a is equal to, then we declare 2 variable of type integer a and b, and a will be x asterisk 2 plus y upon 5 minus z asterisk y. So this is my mistake, here should not be end line, this is not here, okay, because we are assigning the value only. So x is x into 2 plus y upon 5 minus z into y. So which will be according to the BODMAS, which will be evaluated first, bracket, order and then division. So here we have division, so division will be evaluated first. So it will be like x asterisk 2 and y is 5, so 5 upon 5 minus z asterisk y. So this 5 upon 5 is going to be 1 because it is integer division. So s x asterisk 2 plus 1 minus z asterisk y. Now again according to BODMAS, multiplication, and that too from the left hand side. So x asterisk 2 means 3 into 2, that is 6 plus 1, and then z asterisk y means 5 into 75, that is 5 into 7, that is 35. Now plus addition, so it will be 7 minus 35, and now answer should be minus 28 for A. So this is for A. Now we want to check for B. So let's remove it and then we will check for B also. So by this equation, answer will be, for A, answer will be, A will be minus 28. Now we want to check it for B. So B is equal to plus x asterisk y minus 3 upon 2 minus z, this is 2, minus z plus asterisk y. So while evaluating B, we have one bracket. So according to the BODMAS, we will evaluate bracket first. So plus x asterisk y is equal to 3. So 5 minus 3 upon 2 minus upon 2 minus z plus asterisk y. So it will be plus x, 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So 2 upon 2 will be 1. Asterisk 1 minus z plus asterisk 5. So now because this should be at higher precedence, we check it from the PPTs that this should be at higher precedence. So plus x will be 4 asterisk 1 minus z plus. So first, because this is post increment, so first it will assign the value of z, that is 7, and then after it will make z to 8. So 7 asterisk 5. Now multiplication, so 4 minus 35. Now subtraction, minus 31. So B will be minus 31 and A will be minus 28. So So let's check this program on Visual Studio. Value of A and B. So here it should not be, I should remove this. Now I'll copy paste it and then we will check the output. So let's check this on Visual Studio. So A should be, so first A should be minus 28 and B should be minus 31. So let's check it on Visual Studio. So A is minus 28 and B is minus 31. So let's move to the next one. Then next one is this. So we have A is equal to 4 and then here we write 10 plus A plus plus and then 10, just a minute. So let's move to the second question, next question. Let's move to the next question. Next question is, we have one variable A is equal to 4. Then C out 10 plus A plus plus and C out 10 plus A plus plus A. So this is post increment here and this is pre increment here. Fine. So this A plus plus, what post increment do? It will assign the value to A and then it will increment the A. So in this statement it will do 10 plus 4 and now after assigning the value 4, A will be 4 plus 1, A will be 5. So here the output will be 14. Now in the next statement, because we have pre-increment, so pre-increment do 10 plus, it will increment A first and then assign it. But now up to this step A becomes 5. So 5 plus 1, 6. So now this will be 16. So output of this problem should be 14 and 16. So let's check it on Visual Studio. Let's copy paste it. Let's check this on Visual Studio. It should be 14 and 16. So once I copy paste it and I'll run it, let's check the output. (14) and 16. So this is how you can find the output for the output based problem. Now last problem is, so this was the last one. We discussed 5 problems here. So in this video we have discussed about the precedence of operators and then I have shown you some practice problems. So now you might have some idea that how compiler solves these operators and what is the precedence of these operators, according to which when you write your program you can make your expressions. Thank you.